Well, as you know, each month here at Westminster, we try to have a different outreach initiative, and that's something really that at its heart tries to love or show support for something in the community. Maybe it's a project, maybe it's an organization, various types of things. In October, the focus is going to be on Rainbows Canada. As I mentioned earlier, this is an organization who helps children who are grieving or experiencing some sort of difficulty or loss, and sometimes that can take different shapes depending on the situation. And so to help support that, we're doing a couple of different things. One is going to be the lasagna dinner that's coming up on October 5th, really close, get your tickets. And it's going to be really delicious with Michelle's lasagna. Also, through October, there will be opportunities, if you're in a position to do so, to maybe provide some financial support directly to their work. But an idea surfaced around having someone from various organizations that we support come and share personally kind of what the organization is and what they do. Sometimes that can be a better personal, direct way to learn about these organizations and the work that we want to support. And so I'm happy that that person is here today. Her name is Kimberly Thomson, and she's a Barrie resident. And she's going to share a few words with us about their work. Now, Kimberly's the National Director for Rainbows for All Children Canada. She's a tireless advocate for children, youth, and families with more than 25 years of experience working with our most vulnerable population. So that's significant work she's done. Helping children move from hope through hurt to healing is a goal that is very close to her heart. She lives nearby in Barrie's East End, like I know many of you do, with her husband Jim and her family of both the two-legged and four-legged variety. So cats, dogs, not sure. Now, in her spare time, you can find her on Kempenfelt Bay, stand-up paddleboarding or racing sailboats. Courageous. She's grateful to live and work in this beautiful community-minded city. And so, Kimberly, thanks so much for being here and for sharing some important work that you do. Let's give her a welcome.
Sorry, if I don't take out my notes, I will so get off topic. Thanks for allowing me to share a little bit more about Rainbows with you this morning. Rainbows is a national organization who provides grief support to children who are struggling through loss. We help them move from hurt through hope to healing. We're a quiet organization that started 30 years ago right here in Barrie's East End. At Codrington Public School. And since then, we've grown to have programs across Canada, and we support thousands of children every year with hundreds of volunteers in over 600 communities. We work in partnership with community organizations, schools, First Nations, to help bring the support into the community where children are already. We help them identify their feelings because feelings during loss can be confusing for adults and definitely so for young children. We give them skills to use when those feelings become overwhelming. And we give them a network of support that they can turn to of their peers who've experienced something similar so that they know that they're not alone. Because if you've ever experienced a loss, you know it can be extremely isolating. Since our inception, Rainbows has become the program of choice for the Mental Health in Schools initiative. So that means that we have a program in almost every school in the province of Alberta. We have programs across New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, British Columbia, across Ontario, and the Simcoe County District School Board a few years ago made a move to try to get as many programs into their schools as possible. So many schools in this area have Rainbows programs running right in their school. We think it's important that we are where kids are at all the time, so that when we're not around, they have others that they can turn to. When the Rainbows program isn't done, or if there's a child on the playground that they know is also hurting, they can seek support and give support right then and there. When kids fall and scrape their knee, right then, in that moment, we pick them up, we clean off some of the bad stuff, and we put a Band-Aid on it. But we don't treat children's mental health like that. And we know that when we don't treat children's mental health in a timely, meaningful manner, it impacts on their development, physical, emotional, and mental development across their lifespan. This is why we do what we do, or part of why we do what we do. We know we're making a difference because we see it in the evaluations from our children, in what we hear from parents, teachers, other community members, and from research. The research shows us that children who get that support do better in school, they sleep better at night, and they become more empathetic members of a broader community. We support loss from a broad perspective, so divorce, separation, deployment, having a member of their family who is hospitalized for an illness or for addictions. We help foster children who have lots of loss deal with all of those losses and all of those feelings. But that's our words. Those are our words: divorce, separation, deployment. But I thought I would share some of the stories and some of the reasons kids participate. And I thought you'd like to hear it from some of our kids.
When my mom got sick with cancer, I did a lot to help her. Even though I was only 6 years old, my grandma knew what to do, and she showed me what my mom needed. I knew if I wasn't sure of something, I can always ask Grandma. Daddy was there too. He had to work a lot to pay the doctor's bills. But two things happened. Grandma had a heart attack, and she died. And my brother died in a car crash. I know my mom's going to die. I just don't know when. Me and my daddy are so sad. We can hardly breathe. What is going to happen to us then? What will happen to me if my daddy goes away?
My dad and my sister and me had to move here, and we could visit Mom, who's in jail for a big mistake she made. That's all I know. I miss my mom, but I didn't want to leave my school and all my friends. Both my sister and me are afraid to tell people where my mom is, and we are running out of things to explain why she's never around. I just know kids are gonna hate us when we find out. I think I wouldn't mind doing all the chores around the house, or even babysitting my sister, if I had someone to talk to about all this. I feel so alone, and I'm not sure this feeling will ever go away.
I know my name is the same as my dad's, Nicholas, but I wish I can be someone else. I mean, why does it matter? Since my parents divorced, I haven't seen him at all for a year. Mom has tried to help me find him, but I have no idea where he went after he left. I guess he got tired of pushing me to do good in school and gave up. Mom found someone else and has gotten married already. Sometimes I'm so angry I want to explode, and I feel like no one cares about what I think about all this.
Our goal at Rainbows is to grow our programs and ideally to get a program in every community, because it's Rainbow Canada's belief that no child should have to wait when life gets hard. Thanks again for letting me tell you a little bit more about us, and thank you for helping us spread the word so that we can help heal more hearts of Canada's grieving children. Thanks.